also evaluation project with the National Cerebral and Cardiovascular Center. Today he is going to talk about the cancer control policy in Japan, one example of patient and public involvement in the health policy. Let's welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me today, and it's a great honor to be here. After the presentation of AI and big data, I'm going to talk about humor. And to make a contrast, I will, speak just in front of the podium. I use the podium because it's there, and partly because I have the text in front of me. Well, anyways, I'm going to talk about cancer control policy in Japan, and that is a living example of patient and public involvement in health policy. Cancer is one of the most important focus of health policy in Japan, and I think in many parts of the world. And one unique feature of Japan's cancer policy is the formal inclusion of patients and family members in the process of policy making. Today I will share how this has evolved over time, how it changed our policy processes, and what lessons might be relevant to other countries. So let me start with some context about Japan. Japan's land area is 378 square kilometers. Our population is around 123 million, distributed across 47 prefectures like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and so on. A key demographic feature is the super-aged society. The most recent statistics shows that 29% of the population is 65 years or older. Japan has universal health insurance coverage, but it's not a single-payer system. Coverage is provided through either employment-based or resident-based insurance plans. Each has more than 1,000 insurance bodies. But all insurers use the uniform national fee schedule set by the government, which ensures nationwide equity in prices and services. The system primarily covers health services for sickness. It does not cover preventive services or normal childbirth. Patients usually pay 20 to 30% co-insurance depending on age and income. Private practices outside public insurance is permitted only in limited cases. We have a little gatekeeper system. Patients are free to visit any hospitals or clinics directly, though larger hospitals charge additional fee for those without referrals. This system allows free access, but also creates certain challenges, such as care fragmentation. Cancer statistics. Cancer has been the leading cause of death in Japan since 1986. The most recent statistics report about 99,000 new cases annually, and approximately 384,000 deaths each year. Most common cancers among men are prostate, colorectal, lung, stomach, and liver. And among women, there are breast, colorectal, lung, stomach, and uterus. Nationally recommended cancer screening include colorectal, lung, stomach, breast, and cervical cancers. While these screening programs are offered to the whole population, screening participation rates still vary. So this slide shows the history of Japan's cancer control policy. A major turning point was the Cancer Control Act enacted in 2006. Before this law, the cancer control efforts were fragmented across ministries and prefectures, lacking consistency and accountability. The Cancer Control Act was innovative in both structure and philosophy. It clearly defines national and prefectural responsibilities, mandating 5 to 6 year cancer control plans, and required review and revision every time. Crucially, it established Cancer Control Promotion Council within the Ministry of Health to discuss the national plans. And remarkably, for this time, the law requires the council members include representatives of cancer patients and family members, alongside medical and academic experts. This legal foundation institutionalized patients' participation in national policy making. It's not a simple consultation. It becomes part of the policy making process. So since 2007, Japan has implemented a series of 5 to 6 year national cancer control plans, each reflecting lessons from the previous one. Through this process, patients played an active role. And two major policies in particular originated from patients' proposals. One is rare cancer control policy, and the other is policy evaluation through national patient experience surveys. Let me explain each in turn. So the first, rare cancer control policy. So during the first revision of the National Cancer Control Plan around 2011, patient representatives made a critical statement. The 5 major cancers that are focused are not all cancers. Rare cancers deserve more attention. At that time, most national measures are focused on common cancers, namely lung, stomach, colorectal, breast, and liver. However, these 5 cancers constitute only half of all cancers, and many patients suffer from rare cancers for which there are no guidelines, specialists, or even reliable statistics. Reflecting these patients' statement, the second term National Cancer Control Plan included a new section on rare cancers. And this slide shows the copy of the section about the rare cancer control. The Japanese original is on the left-hand side, and the English translation is on the right-hand side. And this is just it. This is all that they had in a cancer control plan. It's a very small space that were allocated, but it was powerful enough to start a whole lot of policy initiatives. Following the start of the new revised national plan, the Rare Cancer Control Committee was started under the Ministry of Health. And then the Rare Cancer Control Working Group was established at the National Cancer Center. These working groups brought together experts and patient representatives to discuss measures for individual cancers such as soft tissue sarcoma, eye tumors, and neuroendocrine neoplasms, and led to the public release of the list of specialized hospitals with their case volumes on the National Cancer Center webpage. So this is how the webpage looks like. It shows the hospital names and number of cases. Here a little small though, and availability of each treatment modalities. It allows patients to make more informed choice about where to seek care, promoting transparency and accountability. Thus, a small chapter in a national cancer control plan that I showed in the previous slide evolved into a concrete national system for a rare cancer policy, an excellent example of patient-driven change. The second policy, patient-initiated innovation was cancer control policy evaluation. Around 2012, patient representatives expressed concern that the cancer control was progressing too slowly and that existing evaluation did not reflect what patients truly experienced. They proposed a formal policy evaluation using performance indicators and national patient experience survey. So the survey designed to has to design to capture the real experience of ordinary patients, not only those well-organized advocacy groups. So the purpose of the survey is to capture experience of the silent majority. And to reflect this cause concern, the survey had several requirements. It has to be nationwide and representative. Its questions should align with key policy issues. And it should cover not only medical care, but also daily life experience of patients. We had 3 waves of survey to date, and I would like to mention the second one here, conducted in 2018. It collected responses from cancer patients and family nationwide. The response was about 7,000 patients. The global ratings of care on a scale of 0 to 10 was quite high, with a mean of 8.9, indicating generally positive perceptions of care quality. Other related questions revealed reasonable overall satisfaction with care. However, a detailed analysis showed important policy shortcomings. About 75% answered that they received sufficient information before making treatment decisions. But specific topic, such as second opinion, fertility influence of therapy, and job continuation, did not appear to be covered sufficiently. Furthermore, analysis comparing subgroups revealed important disparities. Particularly young patients under 40 were more likely to report giving up some care due to financial burden, difficulty in talking about their feelings, and physical and mental hardship. From these results, young adult patients were formally recognized as priority population in the next National Cancer Control Plan. So through these examples, we can see the patient's participation in Japan is not a symbolic representation, but provided a substantial contribution. Their participation has improved the relevance, equity, and effectiveness of cancer control measures. Importantly, this process also builds trust between government, professionals, and the public. From the Japanese experience, I would like to highlight several lessons for those of you who seek to strengthen patient and public involvement. First, the legal framework matters. Embedding participation in law, such as the Cancer Control Act, provides continuity beyond individual administrations and personalities. Second, representation must be meaningful. Patients' members should have real opportunities to propose and deliberate, supported by transparent procedures and access to information. Third, small beginnings can grow. Even brief policy statements, if anchored in law, can generate lasting institutional change as seen in the rare cancer initiatives. And finally, public involvement is continuous. It should not end once a plan is published. Mechanisms for ongoing feedback, such as regular surveys, are essential to sustain improvement. So in summary, cancer control policy in Japan offers a living example of patient and public involvement in health policy making. From rare cancer measures to national surveys, patients have contributed unique, practical, and human perspectives that professional alone could not provide. So the Sir William Osler, father of modern medicine, said, listen to your patient. He's telling you the diagnosis. In public health policy as well, listening to patient means listening to the society. Through this continuing dialogue between patients, professionals, and policymakers, Japan aims to advance not only cancer control, but also the broader goals of people-centered health systems. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hiteshi. And next, let's welcome the last speaker of today's event, Dr. Junpong Won-Sing, from the Department of the Public Health Administration, Faculty of the Public Health, Mahidol University in Thailand. Her research interests focus on the healthcare financing, health systems, health promotion and prevention, global health, and health security. Today, she will share with us about the value for health, costing and scaling effective NCD prevention and the health promotion strategies. Let's welcome Dr.
Thank you so much, and afternoon, everyone. So today, so today my topic is about the value for health, costing and scaling effective NCD preventions and health promotion strategies. So my presentation today will cover I will start from the global burdens of NCD, and then I will share the roles of costing in NCD preventions and promotion program by using my example from my own project to see how to use the costing to see the feasibility and to support the scaling of the program. So yeah, I'll start from there. Where are you going? Don't go. Don't go, please don't go. Please stay here for me. 20 minutes, I'll kill the time. So yeah, we start from the global burden disease of NCD just to show that NCD are the main leading cause of morbidity and mortality, right? So the top 3, top 4 is still the same NCD, cardiovascular disease, neuropathy, chronic respiratory diabetes, and CKD. That show that this is the leading cause of death, and it still needs more action to reduce what is of preventables. So beyond the burdens of disease, it also has the impact on the economics and social challenge. Because of the MCD, they increase the healthcare cost, both direct and indirect costs. They also decrease the productivity loss. They reduce the workforce participation, the lost income, and of course it has a negative impact on the economic growth in a given countries. And also this proportionally burdens on the social inequity regarding to the environment, regarding to the income level, and women are the vulnerable groups, and also the barrier to access to the Medicare due to the cost and insurance gap. And the importance of prevention and health promotions in sustainable health system, because if we can do this, so we can prevent our not our country, our world to be good in terms of health system. From the evidence shows that if we invest in prevention, $1, we will have the return or the yield $4 to $10. And many countries, they spend money on healthcare prevention just 3 to 8%. That's still low. Proactive prevention is better than treatment. That is the quick and effective model. Yes, that there are duration, there is and multi-sectoral investment. So what I would like to emphasize is that prevention and health prevention are cost effective but underfunded. So the sustainable development requires more investment in preventions. Here is case of Thailand. In Thailand, we also have there are also collaborations. They do the burden disease of economic burdens of NCD. They focus on four disease: cardiovascular disease, diabetes, CKD, and CA. We are the citizens from the CA from 4%. And what we found is like this: the economic burdens of NCD is approximately 1.6 trillion or 9.7% of GDP. And what we found is that 90% is come from productivity loss. That's in indirect cost. But it's too high because that is impact to not individual but also in the society, in the economy, at the global level, also in the Thailand. So actually, the one that I would like to highlight the roles of the costing informations to show the values of the preventions and promotions program. So let me briefly talking about the cost. The cost informations and the methodologies and the economic cost. So when we talk about the cost classifications, we normally use the common three costs. The first one is the cost traceability. That means that the cost that can directly track to that activity. That is called direct cost. And the one that cannot assign to the activity directly, we call indirect cost. For cost behavior, as it includes the because. What does because mean? Because means no matter how many you produce or how many you provide the service or the care, or goods or others, you still spend the same thing. And the variable cost means that in every additional services, if you provide more, this cost will also increase. And semi-variable is mean fixed cost plus variable cost can be sometimes normally it's like a labor cost, it's like our salary. Normally we have salary that's fixed cost, but if some year our organization has more money and more profit, they give us that is called the semi-variable cost. The last one is we call it the cost element. We use this cost classification in Thailand. We classify the cost element into 3 groups: labor cost, material cost, and capital cost. The first one, labor cost, is about the cost that the organization pay for staff, all of staff. Compensations, salary, and free benefit, everything that we pay for the staff that we call labor cost. The material cost is for medicine, for the medical supply that we use through the patients or in the programs. And the last one is capital cost, the cost that we invest in the equipment, medical equipment. So the cost methods that's common there normally used have 3. The first one is traditional costing, the second one is cost to short ratio, and the third one is activity-based costing. And normally I think everyone may heard from more on the activity-based costing that we identify activity and then after we identify the activity and then we assign the cost and then we calculate the cost by activity. I try to control the term for myself. And economic tools to see, why do you use economic tools to see? We want to see that intervention does provide the best value in terms of cost and outcome or not. Because we are in the world of limited resources, so we should choose the best one, the best interventions by using the economic tools. For example, the cost minimum analysis or CMA. CMA is the one the criteria is we select the low cost of that intervention. The second one, cost utility analysis, that is the cost that we define outcome as the utilities or period. Preference is quarry or daily. And the third one, the cost effectiveness or CA. We find the one that is the most cost effective from the many interventions. And the fourth one is cost benefits analysis. This cost is different from the first above because this material can answer that how this intervention can save, how much that this intervention can save your money. That is the briefly speaking about the maturity. So the roles of costing in NCD prevention, the first one is costing how to qualify the economics and social value of prevention, as I have mentioned, show with the cost of identifications. And then the cost provide individual for policy maker to invest in health promotion, and you will see the example from after this, and they show that tourism yield long-term saving and strong health system. So I have my project that I would like to share. We try to do the feasibility. We try to see the personal intensive life modification program or PILM. And we already published this paper, and this resource received fund from National Health Foundation from Thailand. The title of this project is a health promotion program for improving weight, body mass index, and body composition among individuals with non-communicable disease. We do the VM models and financial feasibility study, but I will show financial feasibility studies to see that is it okay to invest in this project or not. We also have assumptions of our project. We have 2 models. We want to see for the 2 models, is it worth to invest or not? So the 2 models include home exercise and fitness center. And we're using the financial and services assumptions And the financial assumption in this were capital, investment, service utilization rate, revenues and expenditure, but we don't include the tax in our assumptions. You can see that for the first one, the table one, we assign the equipment in two programs. For home exercise, we have body composition analysis and fitness trace, and the actually is smartwatch, the fitness trackers. And for the second one is fitness center model. We assign the equipment in the fitness model, and then we have the assumptions of service utilization rate and the revenue for two model. In terms of the services that we provide in this project, everyone in this project will receive the services one time per month for 6 months. This program is six months. And services program will include assessment. We do the biometric, psychometric assessment, health risk assessment, and medical history assessment. And then we do the empowerment, counseling, goal setting, of course, motivation to help them to keep going and keep come to see us to get the empowerment, and then we do the coaching, diet coaching and physical activity coaching. So this slide show the result because we measure in terms of feasibility of this program, and we also use the financial indicator to see this program is worth or not to invest. What is like this. We separate into two groups, into model for the home exercise model and business center model. And what is different is only this. This is free of charge. This is charge. It's charged. So we charge for the people who attend the program. Just make like this, and then what we measure as we measure the interest rate return, we measure the net present value and the payback period. The payback period is the year that we can receive all the money we invest. From this slide, it show that the home exercise model with the service-free 3,500 make profit. Business center model with service-free 4,500 make profit. And payback period is not too long. It's short. Actually, it's short. So for the first phase of our project, the results show that there is a significant reduction in participant rate and BMI after program. And financial analysis show both model will profit. And the result from this project that this program are not limited to the public sector, but we also would like to expand to the private sector that can invest to the model, into the model. But after we show this in the peer review in the committee, there are many private hospitals in Thailand. They attend and they say like, okay, that is the fee that they also set from our works. And the second, the first two, after we know that from that course, it shows that it's feasibility and it's make profit with a charge of 2,000 and 4,500 first. And then we want to see more. If we expand to another setting, so we do the cost analysis of the PILM among working group who are actually in NCD Thailand. And we use the information from fiscal year 2023 We have many safety, we have 11 safety in this project. 5 government hospitals, 2 academic institutes, and 4 local government units. We did the research in year 2023. The results show positive, and right now the good news is that now it's already expand this using the cost information to 48 areas in Bangkok, cover also in Bangkok, and this is a good example to show that we use cost information as an evidence-based to scale up our projects. And here is the result that we show that the cost what the largest cost happiness, and of course the cost of PRM vary across service setting, because we have 11 service setting and they are different. Some are hospitals, some are institute, and some are local government. However, the finding provide evidence for budget planning and resource allocation between Thailand, University of Health College, and this intervention show potential to reduce NCD burden in Thailand. So I have 3 key takeaways for this my presentation. Costing is fundamental to demonstrate the value of NCD operations. Scaling requires economic evidence and contextual adaptation. Sustainable investment in prevention generates high value for health, economics, and societies. So I may stop here with the sentence like investment in prevention is not only cost effective, it is a moral imperative to create healthier future. So let's do it together to make our world more healthier. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Wooten. I would like to explain. Participants left not because of her. It's because 3 o'clock is a coffee break. And I'm sorry because we have the longer program. Okay, and because I especially invited Dr. Wooten to come back to join us. She was my student several years ago, major in global health in Taiwan, Taipei Medical University, and she's one of the best students from Thailand. And she was also the former trainee of CCHP. So this time I invited her back. It's very meaningful because we would like to see outstanding CCHP training to join us again, and not just one-time train and we just leave them alone. We would like to see them again and again. So thank you for giving her a very good chance. And now we open the floor for Q&A. Just how many minutes? 10 minutes. Yes. Okay. Yes, Dr. Indika. Whoever wants to have a question, please use the microphone there. And please say your name, your affiliation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Indika Nathilaka, Secretary of Payback. Excellent presentations and very important on the CD. I would like to know what are the work that is related to primary prevention, primordial prevention, and also the population-based approach in health. Because many things that were mentioned were about the personalized healthcare and also the cost-benefit analysis and the insurance system. So what are the initiatives related to primordial prevention and also the population-based approach? Thank you.
So who can answer the question? Or is that just a comment? Anyone? Dr. Takahiro? No? Or Ellie?
It's not my area.
It's not your area, so do you want to just hold on which speaker you want to?
Yeah.
No, I think the cost benefit of this insurance policy are very, very important. But I felt what I get is the time-tested population-based approach where you focus on the whole population, lifestyle modifications, and maybe the dietary modifications. Those things also would have a huge role on prevention of NCDs. So would like to see how you can use the technology to ensure that kind of approach as well. The more primary prevention, even primordial prevention. Now Japan is very technologically advanced, so how can you use maybe genetic screening and things like that for NCD prevention? So those are the things that I was thinking about. Thank you. But excellent presentations.
So it's not a question anymore.
No.
All right. Any other questions on the floor? Please.
Dr. Kagawa?
Hi, I'm Masa Kagawa from Kagawa Nutrition University. Thank you very much for great, excellent presentations. I have some questions to Professor Nizami and also Professor Cho about the AI and the big data or data assessment of usage. I really fully understand that we have to, the public health practitioners have to utilize AI and big data for in future or from now on. But I think it is very important in what content we have to teach in the public health education setting. I know that there is so many AI programs is coming up, and because we are not SE, we are system engineers, so we are not really fully aware that what kind of program is actually coming up, and why students, very young students tend to know more about these trends. So us teachers, faculty members, have to be, we have to keep up with all those information, but we cannot. So at this moment, as an educator or faculty members of universities, I think it is important to kind of standardize what kind of aspects or content or syllabus we have to produce or prepare for coming students. It would be ideal that if we can discuss about kind of standardizing the content or syllabus or curriculum in this region, so that we can, we are sure, we are certain that all students from this area is aware of those information. And also with regards to data access, I think it was remarkable that many data is available and we can put together. But we have to also consider about ethics and things like that. So I think, again, we have to incorporate those information in the syllabus as well. But at the moment, unfortunately, our university is not really fully put those things in content. So yeah, I would appreciate if you could provide kind of advice or suggestions for the future in public health education in this region. Thank you very much.
I am very grateful. Can you, is this, I can? I'm really grateful for this question. This is actually a puzzle for all the universities. American Schools and Programs in Public Health has put together a committee of 17 members who are looking exactly at your question, Dr. Kagawa, because we haven't figured it out. Things are moving really fast. So the discussions are that 4 pillars have been established. How to teach and use AI for teaching and learning, for public health practice, for policy, And the fourth one I don't remember. But there are four pillars of experts that we meet regularly. I'm part of the teaching and learning. And the goal is that we started with a white paper which will become publicly available very soon about what is the current policy in different universities. And we have searched, not every university in the United States has a policy. Many of us don't have a policy. What is allowed, what's not allowed, how do we use it, what are the best ways that we can teach AI? UNESCO has two documents. One is for students, AI competency. One is for faculty, AI competency. How do we utilize AI in our teaching? A collaborative between Harvard and MIT has been formed to look into exactly answering your question. So we are very early. AI has been moving faster than our decisions on how to incorporate it has been moving. But one thing is clear. Ethics need to be incorporated in everything we do. And that is, I think, the critical point for all of us. But these are all good questions, but there will be answers coming soon. As soon as ASPPH puts the document together, I have the fortune of working with Prof. Wai Lo. I don't know if she's here, but through the GNAP Collaborate, also this information will be disseminated for all of the APAC membership. So I wish I had an answer. Everyone is looking for an answer, but there are many committees that are working toward what is the competency? CEF accreditation, which as many of you know, is the gold standard for every MPH program in the United States to be accredited, is looking into should this be part of our competencies. So I hope there would be answers to your good questions, and I turn it to my colleague for the data.
The line is too short. Sorry.
And using that one for
Thank you, Dr. Nizami. Any other questions on the program? Yeah, please. Dr. Lee.
One last question,
Yeah,
please.
please.
Howard. Yeah, long time no see.
Hi, I'm Howard. I'm affiliated with Taipei Medical University Global Health Program and also Swanko Hospital. I have a question for Professor Nizami and also Professor Chu. So we work a lot with really remote islands, whether it's in Taiwan remote islands, but also, for example, Marshall Islands in the middle of the Pacific. So I'm just wondering, with this AI and, for example, big data, a lot of these new digital technology, a lot of it has been explored more, especially in very resource-rich settings. I'm just wondering if these technologies have any place or any chance in very low resource settings. Thank you.
I will start. I think that is one of the greatest advantages of AI. It actually allows us to bring health equity everywhere. So there are many opportunities for AI to be incorporated and helped.
I will emphasize for all the audience on the floor, AI is not our purpose. AI is technology. Make sure you have your domain knowledge. Or maybe you are a medical doctor, you may be a public health practitioner. You must maintain your domain knowledge. AI just provide technology that you, from the big data pooling to provide some evidence. However, this evidence is suitable for your goal, you should have the ability to create, to adjust. Very important. So we train our students the AI technology not the main purpose because they are probably very fast and a lot of the algorithm have been put on in the website, so you can use it very easy. But important is how to collect the high quality data. You have the domain, you have your thinking, your problem to solve. Then you use the AI. Even AI sometimes give you the data that I show in the LGBT phase. They might not be the causal relationship factor. You have your ability to decide. Okay, so don't some students they I want to learn AI, but learn AI. I say AI is not your purpose. It's just a technique to prevent. So make sure to collect, to learn more, to strong your domain knowledge is very important. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Because of time, I have to finish this discussion. Let's thanks again for our 4 speakers for their wonderful speeches. And I believe we all learned a lot from their talk and the discussion. Now we invite all of our 4 speakers to come up to the stage. Dr. L.S. Nisumi, Dr. Hong Cho, Dr. Takeo Ikoshi, and Dr. Wong Xin. We would like to invite Dr. Guoning Lin, our Director of Planning Division from the Health Promotion Administration in the Ministry of Health and Welfare in Taiwan to present the certificate of appreciation. Thank you, Dr. Cho. Thank you, Dr. Nizami. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ikoshi. Thank you so much, Dr. Wong. Thank you. Let's take a picture.
Okay, ready? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Yeah, and Dr. Cho will present the.
Okay. Then the invited necessary to propose things for our MC who very work hard, moderator, Betty Chu and Nicholas Rowe. Thank you for their hard work and to organize.
Okay, now we are going to close this section. Before you leaving, please help us to complete the certification survey. All of your feedback will make us better. So, yeah, please help to scan the QR code and complete the survey. And again, thanks all of you for participating.